This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Oh, I'm just such an amateur.
Oh,
it
no.
just reeks of inexperience.
Is this anything to do with you leaving $7,000 on the top of a car and driving off?
No, it's not as bad as that. So I'm not a big Facebook fan, but lately I've had to use it for a couple of things, you know, where people just only... People that I grew up with only use Facebook, so I've had to contact them.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, I've got sucked in. I've been just gone down a rabbit hole of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, yeah. What are you selling? What are you looking for?
Geez, isn't that a dark place to be when you're on Marketplace every day looking for something, looking for a vintage antique frame? You know what I mean? So this is what's happened. A good mate of ours, he split with his wife. He's moved into another joint. So we've decided as mates, we got together and we're going to get him a new couch. We're going to deliver it this Saturday. Go around to his house for a barbie just to see if he's okay.
Yep.
And so my mate Coops has got the van. He said, Fitz, I'm ready to go. I said, mate, I found this great couch on Facebook Marketplace for $300.
Yeah.
It's only 4 months old.
Still.
And she said that, that it's pet friendly. She just had to get rid of it. We're moving houses, so $300. So I've got onto her straight away, and her name is Ava Cecil. I'm going to put her up on the screen, right? Because she looks...
Oh, there's
she looks
Ava.
great. There's Ava. Doesn't she look lovely?
Okay.
I probably should have picked up that Ava Cecil is a bit of it's an interesting name.
Ava Cecil. Yeah, it is. I mean, it doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
Yeah, so I start talking to Ava on Facebook Marketplace. She's lovely. She's awesome. Hey, Ryan. She's going, I'm getting quite a few hits on this one. Do you want to secure it? I can put it aside. I said, I would love that. Yeah, mate's doing it a bit tough at the moment and we need the couch. Can we pick it up this Saturday? She said, yeah, we're home this Saturday. So she sends me the address and she goes, I'm home. She said, you know what? Quite a few people really want this couch. She said, okay, if you put a deposit down.
Here we go.
And I went, yeah, no worries, Ava. So it's $300. I deposited $100.
Okay.
She then says, can you please share the payment screenshot? And I'm thinking, okay, well, I can screenshot that because it doesn't give away my details.
Yeah.
I probably should have picked up that when she said the name of her bank account is just Ava.
What do you mean? No
It's
other
just
name on the bank account?
No, just Ava. Just put it down as Ava. And, you know, sometimes you can put down funny messages.
Have a good day.
Yeah, like hungover Sunday, but thanks for a great Saturday night.
How much fun now that you and Ava are really tight.
So then I send that. She goes, received, thanks. I said, we'll pick it up around about 10:30 on Saturday morning. She goes, great, see you there. So then the next day... I'm talking to my mates and Coops goes, look, I've got to do a bit of work on Saturday morning. Can you push it back an hour? So I write back to Ava. It says, I can't send this message to Ava.
Huh?
That's because Ava's gone. My mate then says, send me the image of Ava Cecil. He Google images her. She's a real estate agent in Florida. They've just ripped off.
They've grabbed a picture. Oh.
Shocked. They've grabbed her picture. She's a real estate agent in Florida and said that she lives in Sydney and said that she's got a couch for $300.
Okay.
And ye olde Fitzy has been stitched up once again. Who dubbed me in, guys? Gotcha. But Tilly's done it again.
I wish it was a gotcha, mate. Her name is Jennifer Corlin. Yes, I can see here. She is in real estate in Florida. So they've just gone screenshot. Looks like your average Aussie. That should do.
Do you know what, Whip? I went back on the Facebook Marketplace and this is how bad I am at this stuff. I instantly went, well, I'll just get another one.
Get another couch?
Yeah, I'll get another couch.
Yeah.
There are so many couches similar to that one that are selling for $200-$300. And this is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this is a great couch. If you want it, can you just put a deposit down and I'll put it aside for you? But see, I've got her bank account details. This is the thing.
Yeah, but that bank account probably doesn't exist anymore now. So now she's received that money, that deposit, that hungy.
Gotcha.
It's probably one of many bank accounts that are running. A mate of mine on Facebook Marketplace, he wanted to buy a fish tank, right? And so the guy said, I've got the fish tank, I can bring it to you, right? Yeah. And he thought, great. But the weird thing was he wanted to meet the guy at a petrol station at 8 o'clock at night.
That's so dodgy, man.
Said, I'm coming home from work, I can give you the fish tank there. Then, so he pulls up in the car park of the servo, and there's three other cars.
It's like a deal. It's like a drug deal, isn't it?
It's exactly what it was. Fish tank was code for drugs. There was three other cars there picking up a fish tank. And they realised and went, "No, I'm actually here to..." Like, the other guys were there to get drugs. And my mate is sitting there going, "So you guys want fish tanks too?"
No, our kids watched Finding Nemo. We actually want fish.
And then the bloke had one of the buyers had to say to him, No, he doesn't have a fish tank. Fish tank is code in the underworld, mate. You're meant to know this. So he went home and didn't bother waiting for the fish tank to arrive.
He did buy something, and that fish food, I tell you what, those fish were flying for a while.
Tommy, you got done too, didn't you, with a mobile phone?
Oh, yeah, selling a mobile phone. And
is this your fourth one that you have, or your fifth one? Because Tom has multiple phones.
multiple flip phones. And then, so I handed it over to him, and we'd negotiated on price, and we were texting back and forth. And then I said, "Yep, show me the screen grab of the payment to show that it had made," and it showed on his phone that the money had left his account.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, it must just take a minute to get to me." Then he ran off down the street.
That was it.
And the cops, he took the phone. He took the phone, and the cops didn't have much interest. They thought I was a bit silly.
Yeah, did they? Did you get a fish tank or anything?
Well, I should have asked for the fish food.
Oh my God!
Well, see, this is what I want to know. Facebook Marketplace. Where did you have to meet? What did they do? A runner? Or how did it all go down? Brody Grundy's just texted me. Actually said, "Do not get stuck into Facebook Marketplace. It is the GOAT. It is the greatest of all time." He loves it.
What, just second-hand pairs of footy boots signed by him?
I'm trying to find out most quirky thing that you've bought on it, but he's getting back to me. But
Tommy, we should do a buy, swap and sell
with Brody Grundy from the Swans.
We can kick it off next week.
All right,
buy, swap and sell with Brody Grundy.
Well, he has been traded the last for Collingwood into Melbourne into Sydney, but it wasn't on Facebook Marketplace.
Might have been.
13 24 10 Facebook Marketplace. Have you been scammed? Lauren in Penrith, what happened to you, Loz?
Oh, good morning, all.
Morning.
Exactly what happened to you, Fitzy. Exactly word for word what you just said. $300.
What, on the couch?
I had an outdoor setting for my sister-in-law. I'm trying to help out my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, and they transferred their money to my account while I transferred money into Jane Morgan, mind you. Mine wasn't an Ava, Jane Morgan. And
Jane Morgan.
Jumped onto Facebook, everything like that, profile there, everything like that. I even sent some photos of where their lounge was going to go. Everything was so above board, so convincing, so lovely. And then the moment I put in the 150, gone, couldn't find them, still can't.
The clear message is, unless the money has hit your account, don't hand the item over.
Well, see, the other thing as well, Lauren, I was going to, because they gave us an address in Drummoyne, right? And I was actually going to go and knock on the door. I refused to believe that this was true, and I was going to go and knock on the door and go, "Hey, where's your couch?" But then this poor lady just would have been standing there going, "I don't know what you're talking about."
And the annoying thing is, you feel stupid, so a lot of people don't like to admit it, but it's so well rehearsed that, these guys wouldn't exist if they weren't already making money doing this.
Claudia in Cronulla, Facebook Marketplace. What happened, Claudes?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. Claudes, what's your story?
So I got caught up in the Taylor Swift FOMO, and I tried to get some tickets the morning of, and sent over $300. They said they needed another $50 per ticket for the name change, and sent over one lot of the $50, hoping they'd send at least one of the tickets, but blocked, scammed.
Gone.
There would have been so much money made through the Taylor. There were so many families desperate to get those tickets that you would have been prepared to roll the dice on that one, wouldn't you?
True. Except the scam, because you were so keen for the tickets. Thanks, Claudia.
Mark in Liverpool, horror scam story. Mark.
Hi guys. Look, I was selling my wife at Aldi, which is about 30,000.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a rush. So I spoke to the guy, and the guy turned around and said, how much you take? I said, X amount of dollars. He said, where do you live? I told him. He said, mate, I live around the corner.
Yeah.
He said, can you bring the car over? I said, sure. So I brought the car over. He opened up a remote control garage door to put the car in.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that's fine. So I put the car in. He turned around and said, right, I agreed on the deal. He said, here's the transfer to your account. He said, it's money's left my account. He said, it should be in yours. He said, so you can leave the car, and thanks so much. I said, mate, until the money hits my account, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving you a $30,000 Audi.
Yeah.
So we're waiting, and he said, mate, I have to go to work. He said, you know where I live? He said, here's my licence. I took a photo. He said, you got to leave the car. I said, mate, I'm not leaving the car. Anyway, things got really nasty. I said, mate, open the garage, open the door, or otherwise I'm going to drive through it.
Yeah.
So he opened the door, and he said, I'll come to the house and pick it up once it's cleared. I said, fine.
Yeah.
It never cleared, of course. And then I went to the police because this guy started harassing and calling and so forth.
Yeah.
And the house he used the house as a inspection house. So he only had the house for basically an hour.
Oh. Yeah.
And everything else was dodgy. So the house was wrong, his licence was incorrect, and luckily I got my $30,000 Audi out of his property.
Oh,
so it was
Mark.
within it was close. It was extremely close, but an old head sort of thought, no, something's really not right.
God,
you
so
know?
it got a bit punchy, did it, Mark?
Did you
Yeah,
read?
mate,
Did
he
you
started. He wanted.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Did you work out?
Yeah,
Mark,
he wanted
what
to
that-
have a little
yeah.
bit of a fight.
God.
Did you work
And,
out, Mark, what the house was? So he only used that house to meet people there on Facebook Marketplace.
Exactly right. It wasn't his property, and it was a short-term lease rental.
Yep.
Looked very very nice. Well lit up, beautiful house.
Yep.
$3 or $4 million house. And it was just a complete sham that he worked out of.
I wonder how many cars he got away with. Like 13, 24, 10
I don't know,
if this
mate,
has
but
happened
once
to
you
you.
Yeah, well, where it's in the garage, you sort of think, shit, I'm in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah,
You know?
completely.
But I'd rather damage the car and at least have it than leave it there.
Well,
So
the fact that he shut the garage door behind you, Mark.
that's
Oh,
mate, that's when it
my
got
God.
sort of a little bit prickly, yeah.
Have you don't have any spare couches at your place, do you, Mark?
You know what? I've got a great leather one.
Oh,
Not bad use. You can have it for $400.
oh what a steal. So now
I'll deposit $100 right now, Mark.
But I'm looking forward to seeing the cat.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Good on you, buddy.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.